Hi ladies, I'm back again. I wanted to come today and just discuss a little bit about my journey of being natural and why I decided to go natural, the whole 9 yards. So to start off, honestly and truly what inspired me to go natural and to actually do the big chop and that whole 9 yards is because I got on YouTube and started coming across natural hair videos. Um, when I would get on YouTube, I never was looking at anything but except music. That was my whole reasoning of getting on YouTube. In some kind of way, I came across natural hair videos, and one of the people that I first started watching was Pretty Dimples. And she is actually the one who made me think seriously about going natural. Now, I have been natural many times in the past, but I had never done the big chop. Um, Growing up as a girl, I was natural. I don't remember how old I was when I got my first relaxer, but I was still, young. Um, then as a preteen and early teenager, I went natural again. But like I said, I never did the big chop. Then as a early, I guess you could say a young woman, late teens, early 20s, or right at 20, um, I had went natural again. Um, and I ended up going back to a perm, I think, when I was 20. So for a couple of years in my life, I have done it several times. As a young child, then as an early teen, then as a late teen. Um, I did it. But like I said, I never had done it and actually did the big chop. And this time around, watching the hair videos and all of that, I wanted to experience the whole 9 yards with the big chop and everything. And that's what I did. I ended up transitioning for 7 months before I chopped my hair. And I actually had great growth during those 7 months. Probably more growth than I had ever had. And that was because I was trying to maximize my growth and get as much growth as I could during those 7 months so I wouldn't be bald headed. Um, as far as each person and what they feel comfortable with when they do their big chop, some people will transition for years, some only a few months, some don't transition at all, and they have their hair basically a fade. Um, so you have to do it whatever length that you're comfortable with. And I didn't want mine too short, but it was short. I had about 2 to 3 inches when I big chopped, and that was comfortable. I was comfortable with that. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind if you choose to big chop. Just do what makes you feel comfortable as far as when you cut your hair and what length and that whole thing. I did enjoy the experience of going through transitioning and the big chop. It is liberating in a sense. And I really didn't expect it, but it did. I think it did change me to an extent. Um, Having natural hair, it makes you have to be out of your comfort zone, and I'm a person who don't like being outside of my comfort zone. Um, because sometimes there are styles that you don't really care for yourself, but you don't got time to do nothing else to it, and you just gotta rock it. And I have learned that those are the times that you get the most compliments. It made me be a little more confident in myself because natural hair is not something that most people like. So you're gonna get the negative comments, and the negative comments did not bother me, and that's why I said it kind of gives you, at least with me, it gave me a little extra boost of confidence um, with chopping my hair off and going through the different phases of your hair, kind of been in that stage where you can't do anything with it. You can't put it in a ponytail. You can't twist it halfway. You go through all of that. But that was one of the reasons why I chose to go natural, because of seeing the other ladies on YouTube. And also because of my experience in the past, I knew my hair was the longest and the healthiest when I didn't have a relaxer in it. And that was the one thing that I wanted. I wanted my hair to have length. I've always been a person to have hair My hair has always at least been on my shoulders if I have not cut it. And at its longest, it's been a little below my shoulders, but the length that I have now, that's the longest that I've ever had in my life, and I'm loving it. So those are my two main reasons, because I was inspired to do it again through watching other YouTubers. Pretty Dimples was my main person that I admired. I liked her hair texture, and it was kind of like, oh, let me see if mine can be like that. My hair texture is nowhere near hers, but I love it. And also because I wanted my hair to be healthy, and I wanted my hair to grow past my shoulders, and I have achieved that. I mentioned earlier that I maximized my length during my 7 months of transitioning, and I did that with protective styling. And that's one thing that I need to get back into, because my hair is telling me it needs a break, and it's been doing strange things lately. It hasn't been right. But that's how I maximize my length during my 7 months of transitioning, is protective stylings. I did braids and I did weaves during that time, and I did have a good amount of growth during those 7 months. And so even once you cut your hair off, protective styling is something that will help you with maximizing your length. Some people, protective styling, you have to find which kind works for you. Everybody don't like twisting. Everybody don't like weaves. Everybody don't like braids. So you just find what works for you and you do it if you want to give your hair a rest and gain some length. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me discussing why I went natural. If you have any questions or have a comment, please leave it below, and don't forget to subscribe and rate as well. Alright,